So to start this course out talking about fixing a struggling program, we're going to focus on 5 things. We feel like there's 5 things that you need to focus on if you want to fix this struggling team. And we're kind of assuming that, you took this team over and, you've gotten the job. Maybe you're even in year 2, year 3, year 4, and you're just thinking, what do I need to do to fix this program? There's a lot of things you can focus on. And one of the things that you have to understand is how to pick your battles. So we kind of picked 5 things that you can focus on. Number 1, and we're going to talk about each of these in depth later. Focus on relationships over everything. And I always say if this whole list is 100% of what you need to focus on, then that first one's about 70 or 80% of it. I mean, it's just you got to get these people to believe that you're the guy that's going to fix it. You got to get them to believe. You got to get them to really feel like this is going to be different. And the best way to do that is to build a relationship. And when I say people, I mean players, obviously, coaches of other sports, administrators, parents. Everybody has to believe you're going to change this. You've built this relationship. You're the guy that's going to fix this struggling program. I believe in what you're saying, coach. So if you don't get that, it's going to be tough. The second thing, focus on what you have, not what you don't have. It's so easy to go into a situation at a new school or a place that's struggling and point out what they're not good at and dwell on that. And I'm going to talk a lot about my personal situation with that later. But you got to focus on what you have and not what you don't have. Whatever you have going positive, my challenge is for you is to pick that and focus on that. Third thing to focus on the present, not the past. Remember, we're talking about a struggling program right here. This team has not been very good. What are you going to do to fix it? Nothing positive's coming out of you bashing the past. Focus on now. Focus on getting a sense of urgency now. Let's get better today. All the mantras you hear, win the day, 1% better, whatever, are right there. Fourth thing to focus on rules you can enforce. Come up with some rules that you can enforce that are realistic, and you show this new team you have or the struggling program that you have this plan to fix it, and it involves these rules that you're going to actually enforce. So they have to do the things that you're asking them to do. And finally, focus on making your plan our plan. You come in with all this plan. You built a relationship with them. You're focusing on the correct things. You're building that sense of urgency. You're coming up with some realistic rules. And in the meantime, you are turning your plan into our plan. And that's really when the magic starts happening, when a team is really on the process of being fixed.